And to discuss the inclusion of Kirkuk in this referendum, we are joined by Sondus Abbas. She is the president of the European Turkmen Association. Sondus, thank you for joining us. Why do you think the KRG has risked more violence by including Kirkuk in this referendum, given the sensitivities around that city?
Well, thank you for having me. First of all, I have to mention that Kirkuk is not a Kurdish city as not historically or geographically as the Kurds claiming. For a simple reason, and it's not the stage that we discuss this matter more, but I will refer to the census, decent census, which took place in Iraq, which it was in 1957. In that census, the population in Kirkuk, it was 65% Turkmen, and 16% represented Arab and 12% represented Kurds. So there is no way from declining the claim from the Kurdish side. They want to include Kirkuk because it's Kurdish, because it's not, basically. And coming back to your question, why they are including Kirkuk into the city? Basically, Kirkuk, it has the world 4% crude reserve and 80% Iraqi crude reserve in Kirkuk, and simply is for that reason they wanted to sustain the proposed state, Kurdish state, in the future.
As you mentioned, Kirkuk is historically a Turkmen city. What is the Turkmen stance on this referendum then?
We are against this referendum for many reasons. First of all, it's not constitutional, it's illegal. It has been approved by the Iraqi government, neither by the lawmakers in Iraq or by the international community, part of Israel. Second, the Kirkuk city went through two demographic change process. One of them in Saddam Hussein era when he replaced Turkmen and Kurd with Arabs, and second one after 2003 when the Kurds brought into the city more than 850,000 Kurds, and settled them in Kirkuk so they can guarantee in the vote for their favor in any process like referendum or election in the future. So this is what happened in the election 2014, and the same thing it's happened in election 2010.
Sondus, we've been getting reports of increasing violence in and around Kirkuk. Do you think after this referendum we can expect more conflict?
Well, that's a good question. Actually, yes, we are hearing that violence cases taking place in this area, and we knew this kind of referendum which have been taken by one side in this, especially including Kirkuk and other disputed area, will have negative impact on the security situation, which is already had a very fragile situation. We heard that in some of the areas they are imposing to people, especially Turkmen and Arab, to go to vote, and otherwise they are going to be kicked out the city. I think with this situation, we didn't hope that this kind of incident will happen. We didn't. That's why we are against referendum. And I think in Kirkuk, you can't deny that it should be run by its own people, and it should have a special status within Iraq, and managed by the people who live in there. And I think the Article 23 for the Resolution 36, which passed from the lawmakers in 2008, put a good mechanism how to do that by managing by quota and power sharing in the city. This is the only solution Turkmen sees is going to work in Iraq, so everyone can live in harmony and peace.
Sondus Abbas, thank you for joining us from London.